Welcome back, my darlings, my beautiful collective. So for today's Oracle Tarot combo, we're going to be using the Archangel Michael Oracle cards. We are asking our angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guiding messages. May the messages we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, highest path forward, and our highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope that these messages find you well. Let's also take a moment to remind you that tarot services are available via the link in my bio, right about here. Should you feel called to check in on the energy that you find in a collective read, such as one of these, or if you'd simply like to explore the energy that you find that's very specific and unique to your own set of circumstances, by clicking on the link in my bio, it takes you over to my link tree, where you can find a list of the tarot services that are offered, as well as the various methods of payment. If you're feeling so inclined, you can order a reading, and we can explore that energy together. Also, via the link in my bio, there is another button that says Instagram. If you click on it, you'll be offered a choice, Instagram or YouTube. I am trying to grow my presence on both those platforms. I would greatly appreciate it if you don't mind. Any likes, follows, shares, or any kind of interaction, because on those platforms, it does help the algorithm and it does help others to find me. And it also helps me to provide better content for us all. So, and that should be also useful in case something were to ever happen to TikTok. We can still interact with each other's energies if you're feeling so inclined. And as they say, we'll always have Paris. It's kind of like a backup, right? Speaking of backup, I started with the St. Michael cards. I just wanted to let you all know that if you are feeling lost and in need of a guide, I do highly encourage you to pray to St. Michael or ask St. Michael for help. He has been a most wonderful guide for me on my journey, one that has never let me down, has always provided protection, clarity, and guidance when I needed it most. And so I invite you, if you've not worked with St. Michael before, keep him in mind, because his proximity to the divine and his compassion towards humanity, he is a champion of all of the earthly realm. That being said, let's return our attention and focus back over to the St. Michael Oracle deck, and let's see what Spirit has for us today. All right, so the first cards that we have, Believe and Trust. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Decide to be happy now. That's what this life is all about. It's about us not waiting for external circumstances to fulfill us or to make us happy. It's to realize that happiness starts from within. Decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me to open my heart and to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. Sometimes it's just a change in perspective. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. This one says, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles and new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help and whatever situation you would like to specifically thank God for. Your children are watched over by angels. This one says, Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. For sure. Sense of humor. So often needed, right? Very Sagittarian trait, Lord. Okay. Thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing. Now, nothing to sneeze at, but that's definitely worth giving a prayer for, right? Focus upon divine and perfect health. Very interesting. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continually reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. All right, let's turn our attention and focus now over to the tarot, where we're using the new Palladini tarot deck in order to traverse both the conscious, the unconscious, and the superconscious, as it were, to receive messages from beyond, right? Angels, ancestors, guides, beings of light, ascended masters, for our highest good and purpose. May we receive good and clear guided messages. May the messages that we receive help us to reach our highest timeline, our highest path forward, our highest version of self. And of course, as always, we hope that these messages find us well. Let us see where we're traveling for today's tarot journey. Okay, Spirit, you have the wheel. Where are we headed? Give me just a sec. There we go. Some cards already. I feel like this is also part of our message. I feel like that's probably, of course it is. Oh, you shall see. All the messages get revealed all in good time, right? All in good time, my dear. Well, we're starting out strong. The Empress. Divine feminine energy. So this is a story, or perhaps the subject of our story, or maybe the object of our story. Divine feminine energy. So this is divine secular. She is the symbol of fertility. She is also the symbol of, she represents birthing a new cycle. Literally, birth is part of her image, right? So she could give live birth, or she can give birth to projects and or relationships. But either way, the divine feminine, a symbol of harvest, again, and fertility, is our focus here. Also ties to Libra. Two of Wands, or Two of Rods. So I feel like there's a decision involving this divine feminine energy. Either she has to make a decision or someone has to make a decision about her. King of Pentacles. Aha. So there is either the King of Pentacles has to make a decision about the divine feminine, the Empress, or the Empress has to make a decision about the King of Pentacles. Perhaps it's both. Perhaps they both have to make decisions about each other. But I also feel like it's not just about that with the Two of Wands. It's also about there is a future here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there is this tie to destiny. The King of Pentacles energy, masculine earth sign, this is going to be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or a masculine energy who's probably been really focused heavily on their finances. Not so much daring and bold and confident. That's more of like King of Wands energy. But someone who kind of lays in the background and allows things, waits his turn. But knows a good deal when he finds one, or knows something of high value. So I feel like this King of Pentacles, very slow-moving energy. You know, that's kind of the qualities here. The Moon card. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, divine timing, but I feel like what's about to happen is there is a revelation, a secret. There's definitely this energy of water, but also there's a lot of almost shooting stars or fire coming down as well. So I definitely feel like there's passion and or love between these two. As well as hurt with this Three of Swords energy. Interesting, my guides are asking me to focus on an alternate meaning than it would normally represent. The normal representation of the Three of Swords is about heartache and pain. But I'm also being told to kind of like find a different meaning. Okay, so finding a different meaning here would mean that I almost feel like if this were in the reverse, my mind's being called to a video that I saw earlier today, where a friend of mine was doing a tarot reading and she had the card in reverse, and she was talking about how the swords in their upside down position are allowed to come out. They were falling out of the heart, right? If I can find that video, I'm going to go ahead and tag her. Tamlin, I greatly thank you, but that's the video that I was watching. I'll try to get back to it so I can, but I will definitely mention you so you get credit in this video. But yes, I was watching one of your videos when I saw that, and this reminds me, or Spirit is reminding me to that video wherein it was in the reverse and the swords were falling out. So this is an indication of healing as opposed to heartache or pain still. It's more of like a transitory energy. Page of Cups. This is why I'm saying that. The next card says Page of Cups. Someone wants to offer love. So the pages are messenger cards. They can also be adolescents, but they're messengers. And in this message, the message is about the suit that it embodies, which is emotions. It is the cups. It is the heart. It is matters of the heart. It is emotion. So someone wants to offer a cup of love here, because I feel like they missed out on an opportunity. It was a third-party situation that I feel even the divine masculine caused. I feel like they made the wrong choice, and in doing so, now they want to right that wrong. It's because now they're seeing things clearly as the Emperor. We have the Empress and the Emperor here. What's interesting is the divine masculine made that choice when they were in a much more immature energy. So they were in kingly energy, but they realized that they still haven't risen to the best that they could be. They didn't recognize the gift that this Empress embodied or represented. And perhaps they didn't even they didn't even recognize the Empress themselves, as in this person showed up in their life. They didn't know who or why they were important, but then they just dismissed that, oh, maybe this is just a silly feeling. This is not how things are supposed to turn up. But as they moved along with this other relationship, they've learned since then that, hey, maybe I botched this. And it's that maturity that they have learned that allows them to see this relationship now through the eyes of the Emperor. And they're looking back at this decision and are going like, I guess I screwed up here. King of Wands. I feel like it's a nod to the kind of energy that the divine masculine was in. Still being in this playboy energy, knowing that perhaps Spirit was leading them to this connection, but them thinking like, you know what? I'm not really looking to make changes in my life. I know that it would be a good connection, but I'd have to do too much work. Let me just kind of suit my own, or satisfy my own needs at the moment, which is what I think happened with this connection, this third-party connection. But now we have the Hierophant. I feel like the divine has definitely caused this divine masculine to really examine their life. But not only that, I feel like the divine masculine, because the Hierophant represents sacred divine masculine energy, like them stepping into their power, recognizing now the divine that was in this connection. And I feel like they are asking Spirit for another chance, for absolution, and the opportunity to perhaps do this over again. Because now Spirit has shown them, Ten of Cups, they showed them what would be possible in this relationship. I'm almost feeling like dreams were pretty important here. I don't even have anything there, but I just feel like this is the overwhelming energy of where this is being guided. I feel like the Hierophant, Spirit has led them to these signs that maybe you should give this relationship another shot. And they are offering, Spirit is offering another opportunity to get this right with the Ace of Wands. A new start when it comes to passion and love, one that will lead to the Four of Wands. Not only spiritual enlightenment, but look at the castle in the background. So this is a celebration, a marriage as it were. But it's beyond that. It is a coming home. But it's a happily ever after vibe. It's getting everything. It's that Ten of Cups. But in order to do that Ten of Swords, there has to be release here. I feel like part of what needs to be released, there's several things. I feel like part of what needs to be released is the moon card. What is hidden? Because this comes right underneath the moon card. So I feel like they have to release their feelings. They have to let the divine feminine know that this is how they feel. But also I feel like they have to let go of this third party situation. I don't know that they fully have done that at this moment, but they do recognize that it is no longer serving them. They just feel stuck and they don't know how to get out of this. And so with all of the swords, they recognize, in essence, they betrayed themselves. Not only did they betray themselves, but they also betrayed this Empress energy. Eight of Swords. Now I feel like they're stuck. I feel like they are trying to unstuck or unstick themselves. And so they are learning and taking the steps to walk away. Interesting that the masculine figure is heading away from the mountain and the moon card and the cloud. So there's a lot of imagery here. The mountains represent challenges. The moon card represents the hidden or the emotions, and the cloud also represents that which is hidden as well. They're moving towards the water, which is also emotions, love, and they're heading in the direction of the Four of Wands. So I feel like on this card, it's very symbolic. This is the quest for the 9th cup. But we have 10 cups over here. So I feel like he's even gone beyond that. I feel like, and keep in mind, this is energy, not gender. I feel like this masculine is heading in the direction of that 10 of cups that Spirit promised them. That's because they have had or are going through this Tower moment. The Tower is on fire now, and it is showing cracks. So the illusions that they were previously living in, or this glass house of, was it mirrors that they were living in, these illusions, there are fractures now. They're seeing beyond the veil into the spiritual realm, seeing what the divine sees, because they've been afforded these blessings and opportunities for clarity, for growth. And now with the 9 of Swords, I feel like as this tower starts to crumble, there's anxiousness and worry. How are things going to play out? How am I going to move forward? It's kind of like what I'm hearing from the Divine Masculine. Knowing that I screwed this up so badly. I feel like they need strength. But also I feel like they look to this Divine Feminine, this Empress energy, as strength. They see her boldness and confidence with that Leo energy, that lion there, right? And 8 of Wands. This is manifestations, and this is communication, fast forward movement. This is all coming. Page of Swords. I feel like until they're ready, which they're getting there, there is a bit of this spying energy that's happening here. Maybe they're still keeping tabs on this Divine Feminine. But this also represents gaining knowledge, research, right? Or studying the problem. Studying how to do this. Coming up with solutions. This is problem-solving mode. They're expending a lot of raw energy and thought on how to make this happen. Queen of Cups energy. Interesting. I feel like, too, Spirit is giving me this image of this timid Page of Swords coming before this Queen of Cups. It's almost like they want to bring her truth. They want to cut her loose, but something is still keeping them stuck. It's almost like they're intimidated by this Queen of Cups energy. Alternately, they could be thinking about the one that they do want. This Queen of Cups representing, in this particular case, perhaps in version 2, the Empress. This feminine, Divine Feminine energy that they have a lot of love for, but also immaturely are still, in a way, just breadcrumbing her. Five of Cups. I feel like that was because they were holding so much back from her. Five of Cups says that there is this energy here of disappointment and of regret. This is not over between this spiritual couple. But there is this mourning of the loss of this. So I feel like right now the Divine Masculine is in heavy sadness about, oh, that's what it is. So the Page of Swords, a little bit of clarity from Spirit on this. The Page of Swords is the Divine Masculine starting to see, as he pierces beyond the veil of what was broken with the Tower, starting to see truth in how he treated this Divine Feminine that he loves so dearly. And that's why with the Five of Cups, he's looking back at this Queen of Cups energy in admiration because of her love and her intuitive nature, but also with regret because he realizes that he botched this relationship. This is divine justice. Justice is showing him, like this review of his actions. Justice is showing him and demanding accountability here. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the work will be done spiritually and physically on what needs to be done to repair this connection. Four of Pentacles is the energy of holding on or holding back. Like wearing a mask. I feel like what this is saying here is there's a lot of hard work that's going on right now, and that with the Four of Pentacles appearing right next to the Magician, I feel like this Divine Masculine has not given up hope. In fact, right now, whether they know it or not, they're constantly in the state of manifesting this relationship, this union between him and the Empress. And keep in mind, I say him, but it's energy, not gender. Three of Wands says that this is going to be happening soon. This is future energy and expansion energy. Two of Cups. This union is meant to be. This will happen. There is future energy for that. There has been a lot of fighting here with the Five of Wands. This has been a very challenging road to come into union here. But I feel like the challenge, I feel like the Divine Masculine is walking away from the competition, from the third party, and is setting off with a cup of love, the Knight of Cups, on his way to this Empress energy. And the energy at the bottom of the deck, two things. It's the Lovers. It represents a choice. Which choice will he make? Is he going in the direction of the Karmic or the Divine Feminine? I feel like he is going in the direction of the Empress, the Divine Feminine. I hear music in the background for that, like the Ice Cream Man. Interesting, in another deck that I have, Ice Cream represents love. It's in the Stranger Things deck. It's called the Scoops, the suit of the Scoops. So I'm thinking to that. That is a symbol that love will triumph and love will win in this particular case. But not only that, the Lovers represent soulmates and perhaps twin flames. I'm getting a lot of twin flame imagery here, particularly because we have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Okay, how much more twin flamey like symbolism do we need in one reading, right? So if you feel like this is your reading, definitely I hope that these messages bring you guidance, clarity, and hope. May your manifestations burn bigger and brighter than you can possibly imagine. May they come in much sooner than you expect. We are wishing you peace, love, light, as always. And until next time.